Hey, oh, 250 capital G, y'all come on in. I got everything you need from live videos to skits to stories to journalism and much more. Kick back, relax, and bring your A game.
Direction and serenity. Let's go.
Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones Culture Channel. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Pass me around Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And don't forget to check out my 250 Gemstones Culture podcast. It's on Spotify. Once again, the 250 Gemstones Culture podcast on Spotify. The link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Wendy Williams, everybody's searching. Well, we found her, and we found out that people's trying to rob her. People is starving her out. She's at the end of her wish. She's damn near about to kick the bucket, and people are trying to do the most heinous things to her. This goes to show you most people are demonic. Most people only care about themselves. I got a couple of videos I want to play for y'all. Before I play them, I just want to let y'all know, thank God that you woke up in the right mind. Thank God that you woke up with focus. Woke up understanding what's going on around you, especially in this type of satanic world that we live in. People will take advantage. People are savages, and they coming after Wendy Williams every corner, top and bottom, side to side. They're doing everything they can to bleed her dry. Y'all watch these videos and be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go.
Documentary about the former daytime talk show host. Sean Zanotti, who has worked for Wendy since 2021, slams the new Lifetime project Where is Wendy Williams in comments made to NBC News. Sean says, I felt that Wendy was being exploited, adding that the host thought we were focusing on the comeback of her career. She would be mortified. There's no way you can convince me that she would be okay with looking and seeing herself in that way. Sean continues that the documentary about the 59-year-old who recently went public with her dementia diagnosis is, quote, not the project that Williams signed up for. That's not the project the producers brought to me. That's not what I told her this was going to be about. The publicist, who is...
You got to make sure people, when you get towards the end of the rope, I'm a firm believer that we should be in control of writing our own story, because if you let another nigga write your story, he gonna mash it up like they doing with Wendy Williams. Now her mind is slipping, and a lot of the things she wanted to tell the world probably won't get out because of her dementia.
Featured in the documentary also says, although you saw those horrific components of what she did in the way that she treated me, there were great, beautiful moments that happened after that, adding none of those good moments were shown. NBC News has reached out to Lifetime in response to Sean's comments, but has not yet heard back. E! News has also reached out to the network but has not yet received a response. In an interview with Today.com, the filmmakers say they were not aware of the media personality's dementia diagnosis during production, though noted some days Wendy was on and very Wendy, other days she wasn't. Wendy's story aired days after.
You can tell, look at Wendy's face, she looks so different. I don't know if she's bleaching or... I don't know, she looks much lighter than when I remember her from. She's been out the limelight.
Her care team released an update on her diagnosis, revealing that the star has been battling aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, adding that the conditions have already presented significant hurdles in Wendy's life. The former host later released a statement thanking fans for their support amid the diagnosis, telling E! News, I want to say I have immense gratitude for the love and kind words I have received after sharing my diagnosis, adding, let me say, wow, the messages shared with me have touched me, reminding me of the power of unity and the need for compassion. Wendy ends her message with, I continue to need personal space and peace to thrive. Please just know that your positivity and encouragement are deeply series. Even the crew, though, had to turn the camera. It is now a heartbreaking hot topic. And now at 3:30, her own life is now a heartbreaking hot topic. The fall of talk show queen Wendy Williams is the subject of a new Lifetime docuseries. Even the crew, though, had to turn the cameras off at one point. It is called Where is Wendy Williams?
And after watching, many are wondering what is next for Williams as she struggles with dementia and alcoholism.
Damn.
KTLA 5 Samantha Cortese joining us here in the studio with more on the story. Sam?
Glenn and Lou, the documentary is uncomfortable to watch. Some are calling it blatant exploitation. And today, producers are defending the series, saying they hope it highlights guardianships and the importance of family intervention.
What I thought was going to be a comeback kid story seems to be like a demise of Wendy's story.
Wendy Williams' best friend is one of many people expressing concern for the 59-year-old talk show host following the release of a new 4-part Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
Once we started filming, it really went into a very different direction, and we did not know at all that she had dementia.
Lifetime executives say Williams was diagnosed with dementia and aphasia after the crew had started filming, but before the show aired.
I still see glimpses of my mom very often.
They interviewed Williams' son, brother, and others who are worried for the larger-than-life personality who has been treated for alcoholism and bizarre cognitive episodes.
Oh, that's why she was. Yeah, I remember that. Now, see, y'all need to apologize because they said she was under the Masonic order and she was glitching. They saying her puppet masters, her handlers had her glitching. But look like she saw a ghost right here.
In May of 2022, Williams was placed for alcoholism and bizarre cognitive episodes. In May of 2022, Williams was placed under a financial guardianship in New York, but was often alone.
I was so concerned she would fall down those stairs, and for numerous different reasons, whether it's the lymphedema or the alcohol. And I think we realized that we were shedding a light on the reality of what it was like for her to live in this period of time in her life where she was under a guardianship.
It's no secret that there have been random people around you getting money, getting paid, whatever the case may be.
Ooh, stealing from me.
Stealing money from me.
Speaking with News Nation, Williams' best friend, Regina Schell, said the documentary confirms her suspicions.
I would have to send her food from Los Angeles to New York through delivery service because the communication wasn't there, and she had no other access to money than this guardian. And so that's what was concerning to me, because she was telling me she didn't have food.
Damn, they wouldn't even feed her?
Producers stopped filming, saying Wendy needed to be in treatment. And today, Wendy Williams is not alone in New York. She is at a facility to treat cognitive issues, where her sisters say she is doing really great. In the studio, Samantha Cortese, back to you.
Y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones commentary? Of course you do. That's why your ass is here. It's hard to trust people, and Wendy Williams is finding that out as she faces all type of health complications. People don't give a damn about your health complications. People don't give a damn about if you're near the end of your life. They're trying to take and get whatever they can out your ass. This is a like I said earlier, this is a demonic world we live in, and you got to get right with God, but you got to learn how to fight back. You got to be aware. Wendy Williams, her eyes, I was looking at why her eyes are looking like that, and she has dementia. She also has another disease, was a certain type of disease. Hold on. Wendy Williams was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia in 2023. After undergoing a battery of medical tests, Williams was diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia in 2023. Over the past few years, questions have been raised at times about Wendy's ability to process information, and many have speculated about Wendy's condition, particularly when she began to lose words, act erratically at times, and have difficulty understanding financial transactions. She can't add anymore. She's losing her mind. She has dementia, and because of that, people are taking advantage of her. She don't know who's around her. She's losing her memory. She can't count money, and this is where the wolves are coming in, robbing her. And you see, receiving a diagnosis has enabled Wendy to receive the medical care she requires. Primary progressive aphasia, or PPA, impacts speech, reading, writing, and ability to understand what others are saying to you. See, that's scary. That's scary to wake up one day knowing that you don't know what's going on around you. I'm trying to get to her eyes. Let's see. FTD affects communication, including speech, writing, and ability to understand language. FTD is caused by shrinking in the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain, which control personality, behavior, and language. So I guess the shrinking of the frontal right here, her brain is shrinking, I guess. And that's why she was all like this. That's why Wendy was all like that during her show. Let's see. I'm trying to see where. I just had it. Hold on. She said, Graves' disease squeezes the muscles behind the eyeballs, adding that has caused her eyeballs to twitch. So it's the muscles behind her eyeballs, and the squeezing is making her eyes look big. She has a lot going on. She has Graves' disease as well. This is just absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. She has a lot of health issues. Oh yeah, right here, 2018. She was diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2018. About a week before, she canceled several shows due to experiencing flu-like symptoms. Oh man. Graves' disease is an autoimmune condition that stimulates the receptors on the thyroid gland to make more thyroid hormones. Williams has struggled with alcohol and cocaine. In 2023, Williams told NPR she used to be a real fiend when it came to drugs. I was addicted to cocaine, she said, crack cocaine, cooking it, getting it up in the Bronx. Thank God I never got stopped by the cops to shame my family and myself and lose my job. Wow. She's on crack cocaine. She fractured her shoulder in 2018. She has lymphedema, especially in her feet. In the documentary, Williams, lymphedema in her feet takes center stage at certain points. In one scene, she cries out and says she can't stand anymore. In another, she refuses to do exercises with a personal trainer to improve her stability out of fear of falling down. Lymphedema is a condition where the limbs, in Williams' case, her feet and legs, swell because the lymphatic system doesn't drain properly. Most often, it develops over a person's lifetime. It's not curable and can be painful and lead to dangerous complications. So her feet are not draining. So, wow. Ooh. Wendy Williams, I didn't know she had all that going on. I thought she just had dementia, y'all. I just want to say before I close this out, we gotta watch the wolves. And I also like to point out that there are some people in the comments saying that this is what Wendy Williams get for talking her ish on her show. Saying that she ruined people's careers. She was bumping her gums. This is her karma. They saying all these horrible diseases is her karma. Dealing with crack cocaine, alcoholism, lymphedema, frontal temporal dementia, aphasia, Graves' disease. This woman, she is riddled with diseases. I mean, riddled with diseases. And people say this is her karma. Let me tell you something. Everybody on this internet run their mouth. Everybody in the public eye has ran their mouth about somebody. Now, true, if you running your mouth and you're putting stuff out there to just destroy a person to where it leaves them financially destitute, they don't know how to eat, they're having trouble finding work, you know, that's horrible. But to my understanding, Wendy Williams have pushed the line a few times. I have seen it. She has pushed the line to where she became damn near polarizing. She's like Skip Bayless. She is polarizing, right? So, but in the entertainment world, we know most of this stuff is fake. It's all to get views. It's all for clout. It's all for what they call it, revenue. It's all for viewership. Should somebody's life be in shambles because whoever's Wendy Williams talking about, should their life be ruined because she has a big platform and there's all her people say this person's bad and their life becomes crap? Is that fair? I don't believe that's fair. Now, if that did happen, shame on Wendy. If she did ruin somebody's career, I don't know whose career she has shamed, but she did talk a lot of ish. But everybody in the world talk ish, from the president. You see how them niggas be talking? Trump and Biden and Obama, them niggas be talking they shit. All the way down to the homeless man around the corner at the liquor store. Everybody is talking they mess. So that's just crazy how people say she deserves it. Some people saying she deserves it, but I personally feel she don't. This is horrible. Your health is one thing you can't get back. We only get one body. People trying to rob her guardian, so-called guardian, somebody that's trying to, that's put in position to help her, is destroying her. Won't even feed Wendy. Robbing her. Y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Wendy Williams' health and the savages that are out here in the world? 250 capital G. I'm gone.